Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Reynolds, and today my presentation is on business travel. Business travel can be very stressful, therefore it can take a lot of time to be able to prepare and fully plan a business trip. You need to be fully prepared when traveling. Whether you are traveling locally or internationally, there are quite a few things you need to plan before you go out. You have to make your travel arrangements, be aware of the cultural aspects of different countries if you're traveling internationally, prepare for time differences, understand the modes of transportation, understand the currency exchanges, how to deal with language barriers, and the documents you need, such as a visa or passport. The first thing you need to do is to plan where you're going to travel and for how long. For this project, I chose to travel to Sydney, Australia for 1 week. I've always dreamed of going to Australia, so I thought this would be the perfect place and I could do my research on it before actually going. To travel to Australia, I would fly, obviously, since there's a large ocean between us. I live local in Waco, so from Waco I would drive to Austin, to the Austin Bergstrom International Airport. I would choose to fly with the best flight option available. The one I found most fitting would be the flight trip with only one stop. I would fly from Austin to Los Angeles, and then from Los Angeles to Sydney. Los Angeles has the LAX International Airport, so that's where I'd be flying to. The flight time altogether would be a little over 18 hours, which isn't too bad. Australia is 17 hours ahead of us here in Waco, Texas. Therefore, I would try to stay awake or sleep on the plane depending on the time of the flight so that I could try to make my sleep schedule match up to theirs, so I wouldn't be, sleeping during the day over there or staying awake all night and they're all awake over there. It's daytime. The Australian values include respect for the equal worth, dignity and freedom of the individual, freedom of speech, freedom of association, freedom of religion and secular government, support for parliamentary democracy and the rule of law, equality under the law, equality of men and women, equality of opportunity, regardless of race, religion, or ethnic background, a spirit of egalitarianism that embraces mutual respect, tolerance, fair play, compassion for those in need in pursuit of the public good. Although these values are not exclusive to Australia, they are inherent to the Australian way of life and are ingrained in history. Australians believe in freedom bound by law. This means that although Australians are entitled to a number of fundamental freedoms, they have a civil duty to obey the law while also taking advantage of them. The modes of transportation in Sydney is provided by an extensive network of operating modes, including the suburban rail, light rail, buses, and ferries. Sydney is also opening a new mode of rapid transit with the new Sydney Metro, which is set to open early this year. The currency exchange would probably be the most difficult part to an international travel for me. So for one Australian dollar equals 0.712111 United States dollars. Therefore, 100 Australian dollars equals $71.34 in US dollars. Their paper bills have the numbers on it, thankfully, so at least you would know the bills and what they would look like. Also, fortunately for me, the official language in Australia is English, so I'd not have to be concerned with any language barriers. To travel to Australia, you have to have a valid passport as well as a visa or electronic travel authority, ETA. The ETA is an electronic label-free visa and can be obtained at the ETA website for a small service fee. Airlines and many travel agents in the United States are also able to apply for ETAs on behalf of travelers. If you overstay your ETA or any other visa, even for short periods, you may be subject to exclusion, detention, and removal by the Australian Department of Home Affairs. I believe traveling to Australia would be amazing and not that stressful. Their modes of transportation, currency exchange, and language barriers are not that different than those of ours in the United States. I feel like I would be fully prepared to travel to Australia today if I needed to. Thank you.